All right, guys, episode number 8. Hello, how are you? Hope you're doing great. So, in today's episode, we're going to talk about uncertainty. Especially as business owners and artists, we do live in uncertainty every day. That is something that we cannot run away from. There's always uncertainty. You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. You don't know how much money you're going to make today, and all of that. So, let's dive into that today. I'm gonna spill some truth, so please try not to hate me as I say this. Our world constantly craves certainty and control. And if there is one thing I've learned about life is that you don't really know what will happen. So how do we find courage to navigate the unknown? How do we step into the uncertainty life brings without becoming paralyzed by fear or by anxiety? As artists, creatives, and entrepreneurs, this is something we face often, whether it is the unpredictability of the creative process, the ever-changing landscape of our industries, or the personal challenges we encounter. Uncertainty is always present. Ain't no way out, my buddy. There's no way out of this, and it can be very terrifying. I see this struggle with uncertainty again and again, and actually, I've been there hard. So you say things like this: I feel like I'm always waiting for the other shoe to drop. I'm terrified that one day all of this will disappear, that I'll lose everything I worked so hard for. So you plan obsessively and you attempt to anticipate every possible outcome. Still, the uncertainty of running a business and navigating a changing creative industry kept returning. I've seen this pattern many times. The artist who cannot finish a project because it might not be perfect. The entrepreneur who overanalyzes every decision out of fear of making the wrong move. And I lived this myself. Well, first being a Lebanese on the run all the time, and second, building a coaching practice from ground up has shown me the emotional roller coaster that comes with stepping into the unknown. So why do so many of us struggle so deeply with uncertainty? Part of the answer lies in how our brains are wired. I speak about this every time. Human beings naturally seek patterns. We crave predictability because our survival systems are designed to detect threats. When something feels uncertain or unpredictable, our fight or flight response activates. Stress hormones arises, anxiety increases, and our rational and creative thinking begins to shut down. So basically, your prefrontal cortex at this moment is gone. In our current reality, economic instability, industry shift, and personal life changes create an environment where control feels impossible. So naturally, this becomes uncomfortable and overwhelming. Yet, you think that uncertainty is a flaw in the world, that something is wrong in the world. But that's not true. This is a part of life. Uncertainty is a normal part of life, and you cannot know the future. So I recommend you move to acceptance real quick, because you can never know what tomorrow holds. Growth and transformation rarely happen inside comfort or predictability. Breakthroughs require stepping beyond what is familiar. Still, many of us resist this process. We overplan, overprepare, and try to predict every outcome. I've been there. We build safety nets everywhere. And ironically, these attempts at control often limit creativity, intuition, and adaptability. And guys, we've all been there. We've all wanted to control a situation. We've all wanted to be freaks at controlling stuff because we think that if I know what's going to happen and if I plan everything properly, then I'm going to be safe and things will go to plan. And that is never the case. And I think you've already experienced this. Every beautiful thing that has ever happened in your life was actually not planned, was actually not predictable. And I know our brain wants to keep us safe, so we always move to control, and this is the default system, but this is where your brain and your adulthood steps in. You can always change. You can always practice new things. You can always rewire your brain to start to feel safe in the unknown. The difficulty of embracing uncertainty is both neurological and psychological, by the way. Neurologically, unfamiliar situations activate the amygdala, which is the brain's emotional processing center. This triggers adrenaline and cortisol, and that is why you feel anxious or stressed all the time. And what happens when you're anxious? Zero creativity. You lose your sense of creativeness. Psychologically, many people develop control strategies and protection. If I know what will happen, I will be safe and I won't die. Yay! Well, yeah, that's how your brain thinks though. These strategies once served a purpose, but now they are preventing your own growth. This is also a cultural influence. We are taught that success comes from having everything figured out. For creatives and entrepreneurs, this clashes with reality because our paths are naturally unpredictable. You cannot say to an artist what you need to create tomorrow. He needs to feel it. Yet, uncertainty is not only unavoidable, it is transformative. When we loosen our grip on control and allow space for the unknown, magic happens. There is a beautiful book by David Hawkins called Letting Go, and I recommend each and every one of you to read it, and you will thank me later. And in this book, you will understand exactly what I'm saying. So the question is, how do we cultivate courage in the face of uncertainty? Step 1. We develop emotional awareness. We already talked about this. When anxiety arises, notice the sensation in your body. What are the emotions that are present and the stories running through your mind? Your awareness will create distance from fear. Spend 10 to 15 minutes writing freely about your fears, about your doubts, and your hopes without censoring yourself. Over time, patterns and beliefs begin to reveal themselves. Number 2, shift focus from outcome to process. I want you to, instead of trying to control every situation and trying to know what is the end result, let's focus on the process, focus on the journey, focus on how beautiful it is going to be for you to grow, to change, to develop. Focus on the people you're going to meet along the way, on the experiences you're going to have, the memories you're going to build, and the stories you're going to say. Stop focusing on the destination itself and focus on the process of who you are becoming while you get there. So ask yourself, what small steps can I take today, not tomorrow, to focus on myself now? Step number 3, regulate your nervous system. Now, this is a big one. Breath work, gentle movement. And if you're someone who thinks breath work is stupid, then go for a walk, go to the gym, move your body, whatever it is. These practices reconnect you with your body's stability and strengthen your capacity to respond rather than to freak out and react out of fear because you don't know what's happening. When your nervous system feels supported, uncertainty becomes less threatening. Step number 4, and I do not know if you are going to understand what I'm about to say to you right now, but this is very important and this is next level talk, okay? I want you to learn how to surrender. Surrendering does not mean giving up. Surrendering means you simply let go of the fact that I need to be in control of everything and trust that there is a bigger force, a bigger power, God, the universal intelligence, whatever you call it. I want you to trust that this force is there to protect you and to lead you. And this force, I want you to lean closer to it. When you believe in it, when you surrender to it. And that's the thing. Surrender, again, doesn't mean giving up. Surrender doesn't mean you are giving up on your goals and your hopes and what you need to do. No, you are going to wake up every day and you're going to keep doing exactly what you're doing. But now, it's not from a place of control, it's a place of surrender and of trust that you are doing exactly what needs to be done. You surrender to the fact that there's a lot of unknown in front of you. You accept and you move forward, and you will see once you surrender, things will work out better than what you think. Take a moment to reflect. What would it feel like to approach the unknown with curiosity instead of fear? So I want you to replace the energy of fear with the energy of curiosity. What might become possible in your creative work, in your business, and in your personal life if you choose courage over control? I will leave you with this question. A reminder that I offer a one-on-one 3-month program for business owners, artists, and leaders who feel successful on the outside but stuck on the inside. They feel like something is missing, they're not aligned, they feel disconnected from their truth. All you have to do is go to the link in my bio, book your discovery call directly with me now. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow me on my Instagram account @TheAuthenticCoach. And I will see you hopefully soon.